Okay guys, so I was originally going to have like this little comedy skit before the video started while I was waiting for the PS4, but as you can see in the background right here, it came in early, so I'm just going to skip the intro and not make it at all, but let's get to unboxing this.
Here it comes!
You must save her, my daughter.
Okay, so I already have like the sides opened a little bit because I got a little eager, but I'm just gonna snip this. And here it, shit, wait, let me see if the camera's, okay, yeah. And you take this shit off. This is the fucking paperwork and shit. And, oh my god, shit. Shit. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that box there. But, here it is. I got the bundle that came with Last of Us, God of War, and Horizon. And then also right now I have, Spider-Man and, Red Dead 2. My cousin gave me Red Dead 2 and Spider-Man I got on Black Friday. And then on Black Friday I also got Wind Waker, which is over there in my collection. And then Overwatch, because my friend's been yelling at me to get it. But let's open this. So bad at, you know what? Where are the scissors? Okay. Yeah, so let's just. I wonder if the games are physical. I don't think so, but. Shit. Okay. That was just mostly packaging. So let's take this thing out. Damn. Okay, there we go. And here. So let's do this. Hold that. Oh, okay. So here's the digital download codes for Horizon and God of War. Kind of sad they aren't physical, but whatever. Free games. Oh, Last of Us is physical. That's cool. And then there's the startup guide, and I think this is the controller right here. I'm gonna get it. Okay. Yep. Okay. So here's the charger, the plug. I think this is the plug for. This is the controller. This is the HDMI cable. This is the controller. Okay. And then I think that's it. But I have no clue. But okay, I'm just gonna set this aside right here. Now. Shit. Okay. This is kind of becoming a mess, but here is the actual console. Watching I fucking drop this or something. Okay. Okay, this is pretty nice. Okay, so here's a really bad thing about this. So, this is the first brand new console that wasn't a Nintendo console that I've opened. So, yeah. First impressions are pretty good, obviously. And just gonna set it up really quick and I'll show you guys the startup and stuff. Okay. Okay, now we're back at it. So this is my setup. You guys should have probably seen this before, but I have my Wii and I have my SNES Classic, which I don't think is even plugged in at all. Over there, I have my Switch and my PS4, and then I've got like my GameCube controller for set up for Smash, and then I have my PS4 controller right there, Joy-Con grip with the Zelda grip, and Xbox controller, and then over here, because can't really see it, but I have all my GameCube controllers and stuff. So, yeah. So I haven't even turned it on yet. So let's turn it on. I have no clue what that means, but okay. Let's see what happens. I feel like I should be looking at the instruction booklet, but nah. Your music. Connect the DualShock 4 controller using wireless USB and press the PlayStation button. English. Okay. Set up internet connection. It's automatically synced up with my TV too. It's Wi-Fi. L2. Connect the PlayStation camera now. Video from the camera will be displayed if you don't have a PlayStation camera, select skip. What the hell is the PlayStation? Oh, it's basically the Kinect. Okay. Look at my phone and see what time it is. It's 2:42. Set the time the PS4 automatically turns off. Supply power USB ports, 3 hours. Okay. So, setup is complete. Need to sign into my PSN account. Made a PSN account a couple days ago, but profile. Might need to call one of my friends to show me how to do this, because I have no clue how to do this. Notifications. Oh, you can do captures and stuff. I know you can stream on this, but how do you use her? Sign in PSN. Okay. We're just gonna pause right here because date now. Okay, so we're just gonna pause right here while I wait for the PS4 to update, because it's gonna take a while. Okay, so right now I'm assuming that everything is set up. So I'm gonna put in my games and stuff and put in the codes, and then later on they'll probably stream and use that gameplay for the video. For the video, I'll put some of the gameplay in for the video. I'm probably gonna be playing Spider-Man, but yeah. See you guys later, I guess. And okay, so I'll just tell you that as I'm writing this, I have only had the PS4 for about 3 to 6 days, and these are only my first impressions. Right now I have The Last of Us, Spider-Man, God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Red Dead 2. I also have Fortnite and Apex, but those aren't real games, so whatever. Right now I've really only gotten far into Spider-Man. I'd say I'm about like a fifth of the way through the game, being right after the part where you beat Shocker the second time, but you don't care about where I am. Maybe the biggest problem that I can find with this console is the storage system. There is no reason that a physical game should take up over 100 gigabytes on the console. I have 5 games, and I've already taken up over half of the terabyte that the console came on. Another dumb thing is the download process. Maybe it's because I'm a little far from my Wi-Fi in my room, but Horizon Zero Dawn to download, it took 7 hours. Now there's no point to buy a game on launch day now, because it takes like 9 hours to download it, and I'm not even going to get to play it on launch day. So with the Switch, it's nice when you buy a game, because there might be a really short update that should take like 5 minutes at the most. But other than that, you're good to go, and once you pop in and you can just pop the game in and you can play it. And physical games almost never take up even a gigabyte, unless you have like DLC downloaded. Meanwhile, Red Dead comes on 2 discs and takes up 100 gigabytes. Like, I don't understand this at all. Maybe it's because of the graphics, but the graphics honestly don't even look that great. Like, I appreciate the attention to detail, and I know that it could never run on Switch, but I'd rather have the graphics just downgraded and put on Switch. One of the things I can give credit to is that some games run a whole lot better on the PS4. I don't know if you ever experienced this, but when I would play Fortnite on my Switch, even like 10 feet away from my Wi-Fi, where I would land, the polygons on the buildings wouldn't render, and it would usually take around like a minute or 2 to load in. And in a game like Fortnite where everyone's out to kill you, that's enough time to get shotgunned or something. But on the PS4, I'm like probably 50 feet away from my Wi-Fi router, and I haven't experienced any polygons, so it works almost perfectly. I'm basically going to go over the first impressions of the games that I have, so here they are. Okay, so I know I said I was like halfway through this game, but I kind of got addicted and beat the game in like a week after I started. It felt pretty short, to be honest, maybe like around 14 hours, a little longer than Luigi's Mansion 3, but it was really fun. The story was so well written and thought out, especially with Doc Ock and Mr. Negative, and they're basically as well written as Infinity War Thanos, which is a good thing because he's easily the best written Marvel villain. Maybe the biggest flaw I could find in this is the combat, which is just unneededly hard. I died like 5 times on the first part where you could ever have the chance to die. This game does not do a good job at helping you get the hang of the controls. The combat feels wonky, and there's times where out of the blue the game just makes you hit a button randomly for no reason. Like, I don't know if it's just because I'm used to Switch controllers, but it's probably both. Other than that, everything else is just good. The swinging through the city and the story are the best things about the game, hands down. But I feel like this game would have worked better as a movie. The writing in this game was Spider-Verse quality. I've said that before, but still. This and Spider-Verse are the best written Spider-Man stories I've seen. If you like a good story, then definitely try this game, and I'm giving it an 8.5 out of 10. Damn, this game is fucking awesome. Could tap Breath of the Wild. I literally just got through the intro through it, and I don't want to get anything away, but damn, I actually fucking cried. and I haven't even gotten into the actual gameplay yet. I'd say it's too early into the game to give it a 10, but yeah, what a fucking intro. This was so intense. Basically, the story is everything I could have asked for in a game so far. If you don't have this game, what are you doing? And even for the PS3, attention to detail, it's just amazing. And it's a last-gen game. Maybe the gameplay isn't amazing because the gun control, and it's kind of hard, but it's probably going to get lower, but like 9.5 out of 10 for now, which was basically my first impressions on Smash, so yeah, 9.5. It's pretty good, I'll be honest. This was probably the game that I played the least out of all these games. I have found this one later and helped her at the beginning, and that's about it. The graphics in this game are actually really good though. The story so far isn't that interesting, but I heard it gets good later on. Overall, it's a 7 out of 10 so far, and this one I know will change. The combat is just It's like The Last of Us's combat, where like the gun control is pretty bad. I'm not that into it, but I'll finish it eventually. It'll probably be the last game I finish of these 5 games. So the first thing I want to talk about in this game are the graphics. Holy shit, the graphics. This is honestly the best looking game on PS4. It looks dark and post-apocalyptic when it needs to, and it looks bright and colorful when it needs to. The entire world, as beautiful as it is, gives you a sense of danger. I was literally getting chills just looking at how good everything looked. Everything is just filled with mystery, and how you choose your character's actions. I like how you can like choose to throw a rock at another kid. It really makes me want to keep playing it. I really haven't done anything at all, just gotten through the opening like cutscene, or not the opening cutscene, but like the tutorial basically, where you just became an adult and like she was training. But I already know when the inevitable sequel comes to the PS5, it's gonna somehow look better than this, which I don't understand how that's possible, but whatever. 9 out of 10. Like Red Dead, I didn't get too far into this at all. I think I just did the first 2 quests and stopped. So far, the combat is actually really fun. It's hard, but it doesn't feel unfair like Spider-Man's. So far, I'm really liking it, and the open world seems huge. The graphics look almost realistic, but I kind of prefer games that have their own art style instead of looking like pretty much every PS4 game looking as realistic as possible. Although some games do this really well, like with this one in Horizon, I prefer games to have like a different style, like Link's Awakening or the first Luigi's Mansion. So far, I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. So those were the 5 games that I have right now. I haven't gotten Persona 5 yet, and I don't know whether I should wait for Persona 5R or just get it right now for $20. From what I've seen, it could end up topping Breath of the Wild. It seems like it'll have the best chance of doing that. The PS4's online is a lot better than the Switch's too. I don't know why, but the Switch's range from my Wi-Fi is just terrible. When I walk maybe 6 feet away from the Wi-Fi, it is already at 2 bars. I don't know if my Wi-Fi is just bad or if the Switch's connection is a lot shorter than other things. Maybe one of the things I can find bad about the PS4 sometimes is when I turn my PS4 off, it'll just randomly disconnect. I don't know why it happens, but I shut it down all the way, so that might be it. So those are my first impressions on the PS4 and the games I have right now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.